Blogmas. This is our third in the series. I'm still in front of the tree, but this time I've got some bulbs up there. I did a little bit of work on the tree last night, so it's looking a little better. Today we're going to be talking about scams. So as the holidays come in, there's going to be a lot of folks out there who are going to be competing for your money for sure. So that's never a good thing for sure. All right. Yeah, I did want to get this one out a little bit earlier today as well, just because I wanted to get this one out because we do have a video that drops because this is Tuesday. So we have a video dropping at 2 p.m. Eastern. Pretty much right after this, there'll be a video not that far along, depending on how long we go. I'm aiming for these to go about roughly 15 minutes or so, maybe 20 minutes. Yesterday we went 30 minutes, so not too shabby. Hi there, Missy. I see that. Good morning, Candace. Always good to see you. This way I know what's actually working, right? I think I've got this live thing with the horizontal video. I think I've got it down pat. I think I have it down pat now, which is great. I see Funny Books in the house as well. Hi there, Funny Books. So one of the things I was thinking about is I was sitting there thinking, what am I going to talk about today? And then I got one of those little text messages. A text message telling me that there was a problem with a delivery. And I'm like, oh yeah, here we go. Of course, I deleted it right away because, it's a scam. And then I was thinking, you know what? That's a great topic for one of the financial Blogmasses. So that's what we're gonna do. I've got about 13 scams, 13 different scams I want to talk about as we push through here. I do see Stan in the house with a hi all. And Missy says, I love the surprise lives. I love the tree too. Yeah, tomorrow, guys, it is going to be snowing. So I think we're going to be outside tomorrow with the snow. It'll be fun. I have right here, I wrote down a list of all the scams I could think of. So I do have a list here. I just wanted to make sure, I didn't want to forget one because you know what? I hate scammers. And as you guys know, we're at a constant war over there, especially on the Discord. We get a lot of scammers coming in. And now lately on our videos, we get these new scam comments. They keep changing. What we're getting now is we're getting, somebody will come in and say, oh, I love your analysis. By the way, on an unrelated problem, I'm trying to move my crypto. Here's my, and then they give me their key. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Definitely a scam. So I've been deleting those. I get them on every single video. So what can I say? Verina's in the house, by the way. Hi there, Verina. Good to see you. The very first thing I want to stalk. Yeah, I'm going to start stalking people. That's it. Yeah. It almost, you know what? I have so many live streams this month. It probably feels like I'm stalking you, but I'm not. No worries. Shopping scams. That's where I want to look at first. Online shopping scams. Here's this thing. There are a lot of fake sites that come up around this time of year that have a lot of, they look nice. They have a lot of great products. Some of the products are maybe the most popular stuff that's out there and usually with pretty darn good prices. And you look at it and you say, oh boy, I can get this Lego set for really cheap, or something like that, or whatever it is you're looking at. Or maybe you can get a new PlayStation really cheap. And, you go through it, you do the transaction, and it never shows up. And then you go back to that site and it's no longer there. So what you need to do is you need to be aware that this happens. And I'll tell you right now, there's one easy rule to not get scammed this way. One easy rule. Look up at the address for the website at the top. If it's a legitimate address and a legitimate vendor, it's going to have HTTPS. If you don't have an S, I wouldn't buy. I really wouldn't buy. It's way too risky. So look for the HTTPS. That's your big key. That's your big key there. Funny Book says, gift card scams are the worst this time of year. And Funny Funny says, I'm giving cash this year. Yeah, absolutely. Cash is a good a good gift for sure. Amazingly enough, I don't know if you guys can see here. Can you guys see that? My second topic is gift cards. So perfect, Missy. So here's what's happening with gift cards. People, like scammers, will actually go into stores. They will pick up the gift card and they will carefully peel off that little thing that protects the card number, like the activation, like the number underneath that you use, and they'll take a picture of it. And then they'll put it back, and they might even add a little adhesive to make it stick, to cover it. Then they're sitting at home, they've got all the information they need to use that card, but they need it to be activated. So they're sitting there with the card info, and you come along and you buy the card. And you just buy it, they activate it. The second they activate it, these guys are already spending whatever's on that card. And they, of course, usually they know because, cards will be labeled like maybe $50, $25, maybe $100, for the big time card spender. And they've already spent it. And you go to use it and there's nothing on it. As simple as that. So when you do buy gift cards, look at that. Look at the thing that you peel off. See if there's anything funky about it. If it even looks remotely off, go for another one. And quite honestly, this is not a bad rule of thumb. One, don't buy them from anybody unless they're a legitimate store. Two, maybe go deep. Don't take the top one. Because if somebody actually tampered with it, they're probably leaving it on the top because they want it to be sold quickly. I'm the type that I'll go 5, 6, 7 in and pull that one. Just to be on the safe side. So be very, very, very careful with gift cards. They're definitely risky. Risky at most sometimes. All right, we got Abby in the house with a hello. And Funny Book says, Missy, wow, did you get your money back? I missed what Missy said. She said, don't buy gift cards at Shoppers. I had 2 gas cards that had fake barcodes and lost the money. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. That is exactly what happens. So you want to be careful. You really, really want to be careful. We've got Vic in the house with a hi. And Vic says, hit like first, then comment. Yeah, exactly. Hit the good old like button. I have no clue how many likes we are because I'm just doing this straight off the phone down here in my living room with the Christmas tree. I will be doing that this way for all of these during our financial Blogmas. So just something to keep in mind. Let's see. Missy says they put new barcodes on them or buy behind the counter. Yeah, absolutely. Just be really, really, really careful. Now, Missy says that Shoppers refunded me, but it took a long time. Yeah. I mean, most legitimate stores, if that happens, you have the receipt, they're usually going to make it right, though sometimes you got to go through a little bit of paperwork. For sure. All right. Up next, it's the holidays. And we, our hearts all feel nice and happy, and we want to share with people less fortunate. So many people will give to charities around this time of year. Yeah, be careful. A lot of scammers will set up fake charities. So if you are, if you're at a site, first of all, if you get something in your email, like let's say from UNICEF or, or any of these charities, don't use that email to donate. If you're in the donation mode, don't do it. If you got that UNICEF email and you want to donate to UNICEF, go to UNICEF. Go to their website, donate that way. Never do it through anything that's sent to you in an email. Now, if it's a new charity that you have not really heard of, and maybe it sounds fantastic, well, there is a place you can go. It is called Canada Helps. If you go to Canada Helps, just do a Google search on that. You can search charities and they will let you know if they're legitimate or not. So definitely something you want to do because you don't want to, Your charity shouldn't be a scammer. Let's just say it that way. Let's see. Cece says, "Hi, Candace. I miss being here in better days." Yeah, yeah. Well, don't worry. We're gonna be, like I said, we're gonna be here every day. I think I will be live every day all the way up to the 25th. These end on the 24th, but I do a Christmas Day live stream as well. So, yeah, pretty much. I think the 26th is probably the first day that I don't have to get in front of a camera. Maybe, unless the filming is in that. I might have to film that day. I don't know what the 26th is. Actually, the 26th, I believe it is a Thursday. No, I think it's a Friday. Anyway, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Funny Book says, try to get receipts to attach to the gift cards. Let's see, but I tend to use gift cards later in the year, 6 months later. Yeah, that can sometimes be a problem. That can definitely sometimes be a problem. We got Mary in the house with a hello. And now that Mary's here, you guys you gotta hit the like button. You don't have a choice. It's it's the Mary rule. It's the Mary rule for sure. Let's talk a little bit. I opened this up by talking about those emails where they tell you there's a problem with your delivery. Well, here's the thing. Those normally during the year, you kind of don't get caught or you don't get suckered in by those. But around the holidays, when you're ordering gifts and you're expecting stuff, sometimes they can sneak through. So when you get these things saying, "Oh, there's a problem with your delivery," and they'll give you a link, they're basically phishing you. They're trying to get some of your personal information, or in some cases, they're actually trying to scam money, like saying, "Okay, your delivery's caught at customs. You got to pay this amount to get it loose." Of course, you pay that amount, and you don't even have a delivery. I mean, So if you're expecting a delivery and it's delayed, go back to the source. Wherever you bought that, there should be tracking information. Use that. Don't use some email or some text message that just shows up. Now, the other thing is, porch pirates. They're out in full force this year. So what is a porch pirate? Basically, they're people who'll come by and they will steal your Amazon stuff. Now, they're getting really, really smart. So for one, if you've got if you got one of them door cams, some of them are actually bringing jammers with them to jam it so that you can't film them do it. Some of them are dressing up like delivery people and carrying like an empty Amazon box up so that nobody will question. They'll think it's just another delivery person who was dropping stuff off. But in this case, they're not dropping stuff off. They're taking stuff. So you want to be really, really careful of those things. If you're expecting a delivery and you're not going to be home that day, maybe talk to your neighbor, see if they don't mind bringing it in for you. Because, remove the temptation for the porch pirates. Basically you're taking away their loot. And that's not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing at all. Missy's throwing in to find the like button, hit the 3 dots. Yeah, if you're watching this on your phone, hit the 3 dots. What's really fantastic is this format is perfect on phones because, where I'm in that horizontal, it's absolutely cool. Let's see. Shinam says, "Advance Merry Christmas, my dear brother." Very cool. Yeah, absolutely. Have a Merry Christmas to you as well. Always fantastic. All right, so that was our delivery. What do I got next on my list? Oh yes, social media shopping. So have you ever been in Facebook and you're looking and let's say and the algorithm kind of has an idea of what you like, but let's say you're going along and you see some of these high demand items at really low prices and they're making crazy offers to you. Well, one, don't even click on those guys. They're not legitimate. They're basically trying to get you to maybe buy or send them money for one of these things that you're not going to get, or they're trying to collect some of your personal information that they can use later against you. So be very, very careful. And as a rule, if I see a Facebook ad, or any social media ad for a product that I am interested in, I'm not going to buy it through that ad. I never, ever, ever will. If I see something I like, I'll go to the store myself. I'll go directly to the store that they may be claiming to be, or I will just go direct. I will go direct. I will not go through an ad, even though the algorithm and AI is getting so good that it's serving you up the perfect ads. I'm still going to go direct. I'm not going to go through that ad. It's just not worth taking the chance. All right. Where are you from, my dear friend? I'm broadcasting right now out of Ottawa, Ontario. Jordan says, Facebook purchasing is what got me about 2 months ago. There we go. There's nothing like having a victim come in to give a testament. And poor Jordan, I feel bad for you, Jordan. Let's see. However, the deal wasn't too good to be true. Okay. Oh, and you see, and that sometimes they're just good enough to get you hooked on there. Now, Jordan, let me ask you a question. Are you in that part of Ontario that got the crazy snow? I have a feeling that Sarnia is somewhere down in that area. So definitely good luck with that if you are. I would say just stay indoors until it melts, maybe. Funny Book says, yes, Facebook shops are my weakness. They know me so well. Yeah, that's how Facebook makes their money, right? Because if they're going to show you ads that are catered to what you like, that's how they get you. That's how Facebook makes their money. And I mean, some of the ads, I don't want to make it sound like all of them are spam or scams. Some of them aren't. Some of them are probably completely legitimate. But, the problem is it's really hard to fact check them as to whether or not they're good. So be careful. Be careful for sure. Let's see. Shyam is from India. Ooh, awesome. I love India. Love India for sure. Jordan says, no, it missed us. We have the protection of the thumb of Michigan when the lake effect snow hits. Nice. Yeah, like up here in Ottawa, we are north enough of the lakes that lake effect snow, just not a thing for sure. All right, what do I got next on my list, folks? Travel scams. The holidays are here and people like to travel. Once again, you want to be on the lookout for some of these more sketchy deals for flights, also for places to rent. They can be just as scammy, where you may find a bargain airliner, I wouldn't say airliner per se in Canada because we don't have many options, but you might find a bargain travel agent that promises you, oh, we can get you in. We can get you through, get you to wherever you're going really cheap. Yeah, you send them money and you know what? You just never get off the ground because they're not actually selling you that. They're actually scamming you. So be careful. Be careful of these, and also be careful of rental places. Like sometimes if you're going someplace and there may be some kind of a rental property, double check. And I'll tell you, I mean, it's hard because sometimes if you're going to another location, you got to pay something up front. Yeah, I get that. But, and here's that thing. There's nothing wrong with doing a little bit of searching on that place, making sure that, you're getting some feedback online from other people that have used it, that it's perhaps a little bit more legitimate. So it feels like, it kind of feels like, oh my God, there's so much extra work nowadays. But that's a lot less work than trying to get your money back if you get scammed. So keep that in mind. Scamming, not good for sure. Missy says Calgary snow is melting today. And Shyam says, have you ever visited India? No, I've never been to India. I had an opportunity once, but I said no at that time. But because at that time I was very much into photography, and I know if I was at India, I would be that person who gets eaten by a tiger because I was trying to get a great picture of it. That would be my luck. That would be my luck. All right. All right, e-cards. So a lot of people love to send those e-cards. Once again, you want to be careful. There are a lot of fake e-card sites where you give them your personal information, or you give the personal information of your recipient, and you give them some money and they don't even receive a card. Or in some cases they do receive a card, but that fake e-card site basically is skimming all the information to use in a, in a future, in their future hacks. Or sometimes it's not even them. Sometimes they're just gathering that information so that they can sell it to other shady companies. So you want to be careful. And here's the other aspect of that. Let's say they do send the card. You can almost be guaranteed that that card is filled with malware. So you're, the person you're sending your cheer to opens that card, and holy banana bread, they've got some problems. They've got an infection on their computer or on their phone that is now collecting more of their data. And in some cases, depending on how bad it is, it might actually be able to collect credit card numbers, things like that. So you want to be very, very careful with the e-cards, folks, for sure. All right. Oh, here's a good one. Have you ever heard of the gift pyramids? I actually have a sister-in-law who sent out an email a couple of years ago. And it's one of those gift pyramids where they say, oh, the way it works is everybody sends in like, a $5 gift or something. And the way it works is you end up getting multiple gifts back. And just the logic, if you stop and you think about the logic, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't at all. But that's what they say that they do. And I know that my sister-in-law she was like, no, it's legitimate. It's legitimate. And she I told her it was a scam. And she kind of like said, go away. Stop bringing negativity to my Christmas. I was like, yeah, fine. I'm out of it. I'm not going to, I gave you the warning. But you want to be careful. It doesn't make sense. Somebody, people will get, there are going to be people who get no gifts. That's just the way those scams work. So you want to stay out of these things. Even if somebody set it up and they're not trying to be malicious, the math just doesn't work. So, it's that type of thing that, we need to send in Mr. Math to break those up because they don't work. Shyam says, if you get a chance to come to India, try to meet me. Well, I don't know if that'll happen, Shyam, but who knows? Funny Book says, e-cards probably used more this year with the Canada Post strike. Yeah, no, absolutely. Oh my. Still got a little bit of a cough and a little bit of a lingering, but I am weathering through that. It is getting better every day, so that's kind of a good thing. All right. Holiday jobs. A lot of people this time of year, like if you don't have a job, you're thinking it would be great to have something to do during the holidays to make some money, help pay for Christmas. There are companies out there that will, scammers out there that will create these job placement type companies, and they'll get you in. One, they collect your personal information right there. So they've got that from you that they're probably going to sell. And a lot of them will ask you for an upfront fee. It's like, okay, well, we need this fee upfront so that we can get this all rolling, and we'll get you a job. Don't worry, you'll make tons of money. You don't get a job. You don't get your fee back. And plus, your information has now been sold to scammers. So you want to be really, really, really careful with some of these holiday job things. They're not good at all. All right. Oh, yes, Marketplace. Good old Marketplace over on Facebook. If there's ever a place to get scammed, Marketplace is the place. A lot of the scammers, what they're going to do is they're going to put something up at a great price. And you'll look at it and you'll say, oh my God, this is a fantastic deal. Sure. And you'll contact them. Usually this is all done through Marketplace, and they'll usually ask for money up front. And you'll say, oh, yeah, that's a great deal. Of course, I'll e-transfer you or something, or however it is that, they want you to get the money over to them. And then, you go to the address or whatever that they provided you, and it's somebody else's house, knows nothing about it. So they basically are just getting that money from you, and probably from a whole bunch of people at the same time. And they don't even have the object. They don't even have the item. They are simply stealing your money, and they get you. They get you that way. So if you are going to buy something on Marketplace, you want to basically, even if they say, look, I need a bit of money to hold it for you, you can say, look, I would even say to them, look, I've been scammed before, even if you haven't. I would say it. I would say, I've been scammed before. I'll give you money when I see the product. Go that route, folks. You won't get scammed that way. Now, another sort of the reverse marketplace scam is there are people who are putting up their own items, and sometimes scammers will reach out and try to get some of your banking information, making it seem like they're going to send you an e-transfer, and sometimes they'll send you a fake e-transfer. So that way there, when you go into your bank and you enter, you go through the bank through their fake e-transfer, it gives you all your credentials go to them. Then what do? They go in and they start removing money from your bank, big amounts of money if you got it. So you want to be a little bit careful with things like that. Quite honestly, if somebody wants to send you an e-transfer ahead of time, I would say, look, I would feel more comfortable if you pay me after you see the item. Same idea, because they're not going to come. They're not going to come to your house and then send you an e-transfer to scam you. They're not going to. They're just going to back out right away, and you're going to be safe. You're going to be safe. Cheyenne says, what time is it in your country now? Right now, it's somewhere between 1 and 2. 1:41. There we go. So 1:41 p.m. In the afternoon. All right. We're almost through my list, guys. We're almost through my list. Obviously, all of the crypto scams are still going on, but they're not really related to this list per se. But I did want to talk a little bit about some of the romantic scams. And this is the catfishing. And a lot of times they'll put it down for, this person, you may have met somebody online who you've been talking to, and you've been having a good old time, you've been really connecting. And as you get closer to Christmas, all of a sudden they're like, gosh, I sure wish I had a better phone. My phone is dying or something. They'll come up with different things to try to get you to send them something expensive. And they will, a lot of these catfishes, they have the time on their hands. Like, it is actually in most cases, it's usually somebody who's being, I don't want to say a slavery, but they're being forced to do this. A lot of these people are being forced to get into these scams, and that's their job. So they may be running like maybe 100 of these long-term catfishes, and they'll be talking to you. And a lot of times it's romantic, and they try to, get you to fall in love with them. They'll even send you pictures of themselves, and usually that's not them. It's usually, somebody else, but they will try to scam you. And anytime you get into a situation, and I know I worked at a shipping company once, and I remember around Christmas, this one woman came in and she was having the hardest time shipping a brand new iPhone off to some country. I think it was in Africa, if I remember correctly. And I was like, do you know this person? They're like, oh yes, we've been chatting online for a long time. He's going to come here eventually, and we're going to be all happy and everything. And I'm like, this really smells like a scam. But she was like, oh, no, we've been talking for so long. There's no way it's a scam, but chances are she probably was being scammed. It's kind of just the way it works. So anyway, guys, that's the scamming material. I just wanted to get that across. If you guys got any questions, throw them in here before we finish up. I actually have no clue how long we've been going. I've got a little thing stuck up on top of the top screen blocking the time, but I figure we've been going at least 15, maybe 20, 30 minutes. I don't know. I don't care. Yeah, if you got any last questions, drop them in. Otherwise, this will be the end of another one of these. Tomorrow, guys, oh gosh, I'm going to be in the snow. It's going to be snowing on me. It'll be fun. It'll be so much fun. Maybe I'll probably throw a hat on too, because otherwise the wind will be blowing my hair everywhere. It's going to be fun. But yeah, we'll be back here again, of course, tomorrow. We do have, yes, a Santa hat. I have 2 Santa hats. I have a red one and a green one. I'll probably wear the green one tomorrow just because it's a little bit shorter. The red one has a really long, what do you call that? The tip with the little white thing on it? It has one of those. It has one of those. Let's see. Abby says, thank you. Thank you for your time and wisdom. Oh, you're welcome. That's what I do. That's what I do. Now, tomorrow, guys, you actually get 2 live streams. You're going to get this in the snow, and we're going to do a market close tomorrow as well. So you'll get that one as well. So you get 2 live streams tomorrow. Fantastic. Once, basically, in about 15 minutes, we got a video dropping as well. So holy banana bread. What a busy month this is going to be. I can't wait. I can't wait. Shyam says 4th of December, Wednesday, 12:14 a.m. Holy banana breads. You're up pretty late. Funny Book says, yes, thank you for the reminder about scams. You know what? Scams are one of those things. I think we all know about scams. I think we all know to be safe, to be careful, but we let our guards down, especially this time of year when everybody's in that giving mood and everything. It's so easy to let your guards down. So if this video or this live stream, saved one person from getting scammed, my job is done. My job is completely done. All right. Now, guys, I may have a hard time getting out of this live stream because there is a thing blocking everything up top. But anyway, this has been a fantastic stream. I will see you guys again tomorrow. We'll have some fun. Look forward to the snow. It is coming. The Weather Network is knowing my luck, the system will completely miss us. You know my luck. That'll happen, but I think we're good. I think we're good. All right, everybody. Until tomorrow. Take care. I'm going to try to get out of here. I may be forced to stream forever if I can't get out of here. Let's see here. There we are. It went away. Perfect. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a fantastic afternoon. Bye-bye.